Sharp power. Be king. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. Okay, family, make sure you thumb up this video. Subscribe to this channel. This is going to be a 5 video right here. Tonight, we're going to be dealing with the language of the ancient Egyptians and the Ethiopians and how we travel from Africa to Asia to the Americas. You see what I'm saying? Through the Olmec or whatnot. So, family, make sure you go over there to the Throne of King Jah Power. Subscribe to their channel. I'll make sure I put the link in the description. You know what I'm saying? At the Throne of King Jah Power, and it should take you right to it. You see what I'm saying? And you can go subscribe to my brand new channel and thumb up all videos. Thumb up this video, like all videos. I be bringing y'all that heat, okay? I be bringing y'all that heat. Now, before we start, we dealing with language, and I don't want to be in the way. Now, again, later on, I got a whole nother video, a hot video coming over there on the Throne of King Jah Power. You see what I'm saying? So make sure you go over there and find that channel. You see what I'm saying? But make sure you subscribe to King Jah Power right here, right now. Okay? So, I'm going to step out the way, and I'll be right back. Now, let's work. So, right here, family, again, thumb up this video, subscribe to this channel. You see what I'm saying? Hit that little notification bell on both channels so you can get the videos as they come. Now, okay, so we're going to be dealing with language, and I'm going to show y'all how they took it, you know, to the Americas and how they end up with the Mayans. And I'm going to show y'all pre-inca and pre-Mayan. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to show y'all how the Olmec is a BC people. You see what I'm saying? You know, Indians wasn't even in America in the BC time. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to show y'all. But first, what we going to do, and I'm going to clean these first few photos up because they come from my old phone. And I can get in here and, you know, get them in how I want them to get them so they'll be clean. But what I specifically want to show is how the Egyptian script went all through, you know, the continent of Africa. North, south, east, and west. So you see right here on the right is the Nigerian script. If you look on the left, it's the Egyptian script. And you can see they got a lot of the same letters. You see what I'm saying? Though, you know, the people that the Egyptians gave the language to was older than them. Okay? The people who, so it's just like sending your son or daughter off to college. You see what I'm saying? And they go up and they formulate and bring you back information. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. So Egypt and Ethiopia, the Sudan, was a colony of all the parts of Africa. That's why you see every, if you want to say tribe, the culture of each tribe in the Egyptian, you know, pantheon and shit. You see from the Hama tribe to the Twa to the Khoisan, the Bantu. You see all tribes represented in the kingdom of Egypt. Okay, so you know you can't write without paper. Now the word paper comes from the word papyrus. So the first paper that was made on this planet came from papyrus, and these documents still last in pristine condition to this very day. You see what I'm saying? Just like the documents I showed you from Mali, we were from Timbuktu. I got some more in here. They go the Liberian script, right? You see what I'm saying? And they comparing it to, you know, the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. A lot of these tribes had the same words. Now, how would they end up with these same words if the Egyptians had no contact with the peoples in Africa? So that killed the Muzungu argument right there. You see what I'm saying? A lot of we on the goofies. But see, a lot of what they say, they try to hold up European arguments and black power face as if we ain't already took that shit down already. Now, here go the Cameroonian script. You see what I'm saying? Right, exact as the same as the ancient Egyptian. Again, the ancient Egyptian is younger than these people. You see what I'm saying? This is before any tribes or any of that. So let me go right here. Any tribes or any of that. So you see the Ivory Coast script, which is the hieratic, the cursive writing in Egypt. You see what I'm saying? And if I'm gonna put them side by side, because we'll do a strictly video dealing with language in Africa. But what I want to do today, we dealing with how the knowledge moved from inner Africa, you see, out into the rest of the world, specifically America. Okay, now if you ain't seen, go look at the African origins of Asia. You see what I'm saying? Go look at the African origins of Asia. Go thumb up that video. That video 5 is one of the best ones out there, because we told Runoko Rashidi we going to continue his legacy, you know, and continue to push his work and put it out there. So make sure y'all go over there. You know, about a week ago we done it. Go over there, back, you know, on King Jah Power, and then, you know, subscribe. I mean, of course, subscribe, but thumb up that video, okay? But if you look at this slide right here, you see, you know, African culture. You see African phenotypes, not Polynesian or none of that, because you see they dealing with metal. They dealing with, you know, a kingdom. These are some, you know, dignitaries that the Egyptians done sent over here during the time of crisis in Egypt. But see, all of these faces are not from America. All of them not from Africa. So can you tell which one is which? Okay. Now we about to heat up this Von Wutano right here, and he had the most pristine collection of African artifacts in ancient America ever. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of them still exist in private collections throughout America. Okay? Because they trying to hide the legacy of African people coming to this continent. But he told y'all that these are African people. Now look, okay, this is the Egypto-Nubian script on the right, and then you got the Mayan script on the left. Like I said, I'm going to clean up a lot of these, you know, photos, and then we'll go back and deal with them. But this was more specific of what we talk about today. I got some fire. I'm just warming up. Subscribe to this channel. Thumb up this video. Okay? Now, again, you got the Egyptian on the right. Then you got the Mayan on the left. You see what I'm saying? And the words mean the same thing as the symbols that they did in Egypt, whether they was in America. Okay? So, but the Mayan script is not as old as the Egyptian script. As you can see, the Egyptian script is the oldest writings in the world. And they not just on, you know, on papyrus, they on stone, but the older ones are on papyrus. You got to write down, you know, the blueprints for a pyramid before you can build it. Okay? That's just common sense. You see what I'm saying? So the first and oldest writing started in the motherland. Okay, then it spread out throughout the world. You see what I'm saying? Niggas want to be talking about Sumeria. Nigga, them little old chicken scratch. Can't even read that shit in lines. That's more like math or something like that, nigga. But it still don't predate what's going on in the motherland, specifically in the Nile Valley. Now you look right here. It tell you wherever the African went on this earth, he spread it the worship of Isis, the worship of Aset, okay, where the woman sit on the throne, and that's worldwide spread. That's what they're saying. Throughout the ancient world, everywhere the Egyptians went, they spread it, the coat of Isis, okay, even into the Americas, which I'm going to show in this video. The Chizo, Calizio, Diopio, Egypt, Ethiopia in America. Okay? This is when they first saw it. Now look, because I'm going to explain something in a minute. Y'all got to realize the Africans existed before 3100 BC. Okay? So what you see in the pyramids, it's older kingdoms than that. That go back even past 4500 BC. Okay? So right there, you talk about, man, what, 10,000 years of you know, dynasties reaching all the way back to the pre-dynastic. So you gotta build and crawl before you walk. You can't be, you know, a kingdom and your ass ain't even a state yet, okay? So Africans existed before anything in the Bible, any Noah's flood, or any of that y'all be believing in. The goofies too. See what I'm saying? The goofies too. See what? Because you don't got no goddamn Indian religion, so what you worship? You worship the same Christians and shit. guaranteed. Okay, so majority, you gotta have, again, you gotta have a state, you gotta have a city before you can have a state, and before you got have a kingdom, you got to build from the bottom up. Okay, it don't work the other way around. And so the African coming from the Nile Valley, I told y'all the other day, Kenya got artifacts dating 3.3 million years. See, they just don't want to, that right there, one slide I showed on the other video, Dane Calloway white, you know what I'm saying? Reason why he say he ain't black. See what I'm saying? They don't want to, even, because that date just blow everything out the water. That's why Darwin had to come with his little theory that these is, half humans and monkeys or whatever. See what I'm saying? But we ain't no Darwin theory had always been disproved. They done proved that these are African people populating the planet, going all through the world. So, and these are African people. Ain't no other people existing at this time. What I'm showing right here on this map, okay? And they went all the way from Africa all the way into the Americas, taking this information, and they was on ships too. So again, the oldest bone, the oldest fossils, the oldest tools, the oldest monuments, the oldest writing is found in the motherland in the Nile Valley. That's just facts. Now, this particular calendar right here is the Mayan calendar. But if you look at it, it got one of the ancient Egyptian first deities on it, starting in the 31st dynasty, which was the Twa. You see, which was the Twa. You see, which I'm going to show in a minute. You see, and we're going to do a whole one on the Twa too. You see what I'm saying? So the god Bess is in the middle of the Mayan calendar. Okay? This was made by the Egyptians. The Egyptians bought this calendar over here. Believe that. Okay? And they got their own version. Now, hold up. I got a video. Hold on. Now, again, go over there to the throne of King Jah Power. Subscribe to their channel, like all videos. Right here on King Jah Power. Subscribe to this channel, man. Like this video. Okay? Now, Van Sertima about to explain something to y'all, and we'll be right back. It ain't a long video.
Have wondered what kind of Africans these were. Who were these outsiders? These were large Egypto-Nubian tribes. At least that type was in command. Because what we do find in the evidence is that not merely the presence of this physical type, which is African, but the presence of cultural elements, which we will talk about in this program, which are clearly of Egypto-Nubian origin. This is one of the face more beautiful. You can see the lips, the nose, the eyes.
All right. Now, you heard Van Sertima. He said, well, I'm going to play a little bit more. He said that these are Egypto-Nubian types. Ain't none of y'all never went, deeper in this research that Ivan Van Sertima. You wouldn't even know that this research exists if it wasn't for Ivan Van Sertima. He never said we would know damn Aborigines or none of that shit. Okay? Hold on, let me get back to Doc. Look right here.
Not Aboriginal, not Black Indian, but Ethiopian.
And as the scholars would say, in no
You see that right there in the middle, the fourth line down, Ethiopian. I'm going to see y'all tonight about 8 o'clock, 7:30 sharp, and I'm going to smash you.
We went, and I was struck with surprise. As a work of art, it is, without exaggeration, a magnificent sculpture.
Now, here go what that was explained. Now, you look right here, the earliest humans found in the world is in Ethiopia. And these are the types that would have went throughout the whole world. You see what I'm saying? Existing over 200,000 years ago. But I just showed you in Kenya where these same types was 3 million. See, they always try to make it closer to they comings on the planet. But now look, this the Mayan glyphs right here. Now, which I showed a lot of the, these are just glyphs that explain letters, okay? But see, it's not easy readable like the glyphs in Egypt, which I'm going to show. You see what I'm saying? Now look, here they go side by side. Now, Mexico and Egypt. And now, long as you got the codex to these languages, you can read them. But the Mayan language ain't being totally, deciphered yet. So them niggas can't say, they know what this shit's saying. You see what I'm saying? But they have went into it enough where they can show the connection between Egypt and ancient America. Okay? Then you go right here again. Hold on. Boom. Another connection. Look right there. And you can see a lot of the culture from Egypt came to the Americas. They gonna leave, they imprint. If somebody go stay at your house, they liable to leave, some socks and shit and, a hat and shit, and it might be in there forever. You see what I'm saying? But when they came, originally, wasn't nobody here. You see what I'm saying? And when they left them Olmec statues, the African was the first person on this continent, but that don't mean you original to it, okay? So you look right here, Mexico and Egypt. You see the Pharaoh slaying his enemy. You see what I'm saying? Then you look over here and see the chief slaying his enemy. Now, you will see the melanin in these people's skin, okay? Which proves, for one, they done been mixed with Africans. Now, I said the other day that the African and the Asian created, the Aboriginal, the Mayans and all of that, the ones that look black. So black people been mixing with the Asian for probably, 200,000 years, okay? Now, you look right here, you got the Akron in Egypt, then you got the Akron in Mexico, and then, the same, and it's constant. You see what I'm saying? It ain't just one image. You see what I'm saying? It ain't just one image, okay? They just use the animals that was native to this land. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same information. And sometimes they will use African animals in America, which I'm going to show in this presentation, okay? Now, you see they got sphinxes. They got sphinxes in Mexico. You see what I'm saying? There's nowhere in the world this can be a coincidence that they all doing it. No, the Egyptian ones is older. Now you see these all in Egypt. But you look over here, it's not as exquisite as the ones in Egypt, but they nice to the point you can see the connection between the two cultures. Again, you look right here. You got Mayan glyphs, you got Egyptian glyphs. They all the same. You see the bottom one right there holding up the ka. You see what I'm saying? Holding up the ka. You see? Even in China, you could go into China and see some of their writings match the ancient Egyptian writings. That just not no coincidence when we could show the bones of the people that brought it, and then the deity Buddha that brought it into Asia. Okay? They deified the peoples. You had to, if they bringing you shit like this and something you never heard of before, and it makes sense. Okay? Again, the Egyptian writing is the oldest in the world. Okay? Yeah, before Mayan, before an Indian or Aborigine, you got the African. And then, boom, we're going to go right here. Now, this is what I want to get to. So, you see right here in Peru, you see what I'm saying? And then you see in Egypt, this god Best. And they doing the same. The African taught them the rain dance and shit. The African taught them the rain dance, which I'm going to get into on the other video when we go to the throne. Look right here. You look, this is pre-Inca. This is pre-Inca. This before the Incas. You see what I'm saying? This before the Incas. And then you see Egypt, where it's prominent gold. Then they got the, the mask. They got the, the sarcophagus. You see what I'm saying? The same way the Egyptians, they got the naga in the middle of their forehead, where you got the cobra on one, you got the vulture on the other side. You see what I'm saying? They using the same, which ain't nothing but showing the pineal gland. Okay? Then you look right here, pre-Inca. You see what I'm saying? This before the Incas. So who the hell coming with all this gold to Peru? When Peru is the Andes and that shit is up in the mountains and shit. Ain't no whole lot of gold. Yeah, some there, but not like how these masks were produced. Okay? So that's another piece of evidence right there. Again, the Incan and Egyptian, they had the Wasket like the Egyptian, you know what I'm saying? The same thing. And we gonna get into the buildings on a later date. We ain't gonna do it today. You know, we gonna do another one today, but it ain't gonna, you know, we'll get into the temples and shit later. But you see, the pre-Incans that they find in America have the same, you know, head. You know what I'm saying? Which they use to wrap around their head in Africa. And that sister right there, that's so-called that's King Tut's sister right there, Akasunamin, I think. And then when Nefertari take off her headdress, she got the same type of head. But if you look at the Mambitu tribe in Africa, they still use that same elongated skull. But they find this same thing in skeletons in the pre-Inca world. You see what I'm saying? They walk up on the monuments. They was already there before the Incas got there. So again, they use sarcophagus just like the ancient Egyptians. And these peoples is all, when they did the DNA and they opened, man, these peoples is black. These are African people. You see what I'm saying? Now look, in Ecuador, y'all remember I told y'all, wherever the Africans went, they take the worship of Aset, the worship of Isis. Now you look right here in Ecuador, and you see it in Egypt, make the connection. There you go, I read the shit where the shit said, you know, they take the worship of Isis everywhere they went. Now, even into the Americas. You see what I'm saying? Now look, I'm gonna go right here because I got another video too, and I want to get to that. So you look right here again, even the Buddhas over there in Asia, and you know, in the Americas with the Mayan right there. You see, they always keep them wood in their ears with the nappy hair. You see the Mayan right here got nappy hair. So does Buddha. Now look again, same thing. You see what I'm saying? Same thing. It's not no coincidence that these peoples got the same symbolism. The writings are very similar. And when they decipher the writings, they the same words that the African use. Okay? Now look, you see this little Twa right here. And he being baptized just like the Pharaoh over here in Egypt. Okay? The little Twa is baptizing each other. Okay? See, y'all ain't realizing what we seeing. You see what I'm saying? That's in Mexico right there. But you see they being baptized. The little Twa bron, when I showed y'all the ships, which we'll go back to, the little Twa, the ones is navigating the ships. That's why when you look on the Mayan calendar, the Twa is on the middle because they the navigators of the sea. Way before any other navigator. Now, if you look at the Mayan, man, he got heavy melanin in his skin and he got heavy culture. Where did he get that culture from? You see what I'm saying? Even in his dress, you see he got, you know, black, you know, probably his ancestors around his belt. You see what I'm saying? Or, you know, enemies he done conquered. You know what I'm saying? You know, head done got chopped. But you see he got heavy melanin. He dealing with the African science. They worship the sun. The Horus and all that shit on the top of his forehead. You see what I'm saying? Right there. You see? But this is an African and an Asian type mix. Because I'm going to show on the next video where they pre-Columbian. When they first come over here, they just pure African. Okay? So again, right here. And then we going to stop this video and we going to go over there to the throne and do the next video. Again, Mexico, South America have a very heavy connection to Africa. You see what I'm saying? But hold on, because I got one more I want to go to. Well, let me click in. Go out. Boom. So I got one more I want to go to right here. No, I'm going to save it because that's in the other lecture. I'm going to save it. All right, family. That's it on that one. You see what I'm saying? But I showed the language on how it was very similar, if not damn near the same, as the ones in Egypt. You see what I'm saying? Then Van Sertima put it up there. He say, well, you know, the African, you know, you know, in America is Egypto-Nubian. You see what I'm saying? It's Egypto-Nubian. They can see that what they see in Egypt, which is older than anything that's in the Americas. You see what I'm saying? All the temple building came when the Africans came. Okay? All the temple building came when the Africans came. Okay? And so, and the writing also. And so, family, again, subscribe to King Jah Power. Go over there to the throne of King Jah Power. Subscribe to that channel also. Thumb up all videos on both channels. That's how the people can see it. Make sure you hit that notification. I'm going to be right back. I catch you on the throne. Jah Power. Be King. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown.